Sexy motherfucker. Sexy motherfucker. Sexy motherfucker.
Hey, Doofy, what's going on? Yes, you'd rather be listening to Christine's voice, but mine's nice. It's nice. I got that super gay. That's Dave Matthews Band, Joe. How is that super gay? Dave is not gay. Well, Dave may be gay. I don't know. He kind of walks that line. He walks a very fine line. Prince rules, yes. Yeah, I know it's a Prince song first, but I like when Dave does it. He does it with a big fucking leprechaun hat on. So, 2 days left to Christmas. Yeah. Let's hope this goes easier than yesterday and there's no giant fights after a fucking broadcast. Because, yeah, yesterday was just, one of those fucking days. So where is Christine? Can we get Dickelstein up here? Dickelstein. Doofy go live. Doofy go live and steal my one viewer Joe. Do it. Do it. Bacardi and Cola. And Doofy, do it. Yeah, this is what's going on today. I got my last 2 gifts that I went out to get yesterday. I still have to go out and get today. Yeah. So, what do we got going on? I went live before anybody asked me to go live because that kind of guy. Yep. No thanks. We're going to end that real quick. Yes, last night was really happening. I went to bed and people were still up there doing their fucking own thing. Just because you said it, Joe, I brought it back out for you. But I can get past the fucking commercials. Yeah. Too many fucking commercials. You gonna go take a shower? Can I help? Did you just realize he was here, Doofy? Or Doofy, you like fucking channel surfing like you usually do? There you go, Joe. I got Prince for you.
No, not your body, your mind, you fool. You sexy motherfucker. We're all alone in a villa.
Yeah, I got 5 watching, 2 on chat. Okay. Want to get through the other 3? Oh, Raz. Hello, Raz. Good morning. How are you? Doofy's porn surfing. He's not chat surfing. That was the real... Yes, it was. I played that specifically for you today, Joe, because you are a sexy motherfucker. Just saying. I mean, Christine's got the bedroom voice, but you are a sexy motherfucker. Josh Lee is here. Hello, Josh. How are you? How is everything, my man? People want to know what I'm buying them for Christmas. I only bought a couple YouTubers Christmas gifts. Yes. I bought Judge a new hockey mask. Right. So I got 2 gift cards I gotta get and 3 sweatshirts and 2 hats. Yeah, then I gotta fucking mail shit out to Florida. Yeah. But besides that, my day is easy. I get the dogs for Christmas. It'll be a good day. Me and the boys. I'm gonna do steak smiths with Christine. I'm gonna cook steak and do a virtual meal. Joe, are you in on that? Are you doing that with us? I could have sworn we have a third person in on that with us now. I thought it was you. Yes, Joey, yes. Yeah. Where's Doofy? 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 Come on, Doofy. Yeah, so I went to bed last night and fucking all hell broke loose on fucking YouTube. It's not you. You're having turkey. I'm having turkey. Last night I had a meal from my childhood that brought back a lot of memories. I had steak and spaghetti. I can't. It was one of those things. I remember that from my childhood. Even though I'm convinced I'm a giant child myself right now. You gonna have mashed potatoes, Joey? Some gravy with that? Mashed potatoes? Maybe some sweet potato pie? Yeah. Where is Dickelstein? There's a lot of people on yesterday. I had to take down the thing from yesterday because it got kind of fucking like when Jeremiah Payne came in here and just started fucking ransacking shit. I didn't want to keep that shit up. It wasn't with the Holly spirit, so I wanted to take that down. Gravy is a necessity. I'm not really big into fucking mashed potatoes. It's not a taste. It's this texture thing with me. I don't like the texture where it feels in my mouth. Kind of like how Doofy likes hot dogs in his mouth. I don't like that feeling. Yeah. Maybe a nice little thing of butter on. A nice little dollop of butter. Yeah. A little swatch. Yeah. So I got to mail out Tony's Mr. Tony's hat to him for winning the music trivia the other day. He was almost 10 for 10. The guy was killing it. And I was giving half points for second place, and he was still killing it. Nobody was near him. So, yeah, well, the judge will be on today, all in his fine glory. I hear he's throwing down some magic words tonight. Some people would be evicted from his channel, given their walking papers. Some people would be put on notice. Yeah, I admire that guy. There's no fucking around with that guy. It's either black or white, and it kind of, it's kind of a good way to live your life, no gray area. You want the sauce? Come see the boss. Oh, God. Doofy, the day you're my fucking boss is... I'm in a fucking casket. If you want to ask it, I got the casket. Look, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Hey, guys, I got to ask you a personal question. Do I talk like I have marbles in my mouth? I mean, seriously, do I talk like I have marbles in my mouth? Somebody said that, and somebody brought it to my attention, and I don't think I talk like I have marbles in my mouth. I mean, my accent's pretty goddamn fucking strong. I grew up in New York for 46 years. I mean, it could be worse to talk like Doofy. Jesus fucking Christ. That's still the first coffee. Usually when I start, there's some 3 sheets to the wind. Talks like 15 corks in your mouth. I even said it like him. Talk like 15 corks in your mouth. Okay, Doofy. At least I don't talk like 15 cocks in my ass. Go suck a dick with your butt. A Flatlander. I don't know if you can call New York Flatlands. We got some bumps and hills here. Sup, tuna? Who's tuna? Do you think I need tuna in here? I don't know. fucking tune. Dude, why don't you come up here? We'll go word for word. I want to hear you say coffee, water, radiator. This his accent's more fucked up than the other one. I want somebody with a real decent Boston accent. Kind of like in the movie Ted, when the teddy bear's like talking about having sex with a Boston girl. Oh God! No, it's a Jewish girl. But the teddy bear does it better than I could do it anyway. So, yeah. Radiator. It's a radiator. It radiates heat. It's a radiator, not a radiator. Why did everybody say that? That's what's called here in Illinois. Cheeseheads call flat letters they call. Oh, Raz, I learn something new every day. Thank you for the educational point. I appreciate that. I'm a little bit smarter because of you right now. And I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm really. I'm trying to figure out what makes Doofy tick. Yeah, I pronounce what you mean, but you pronounce like an asshole. What? I'm an asshole? Have you looked in the mirror lately, Doofy? Have you? Amber's here. Well, Amber's in Discord. Uncle Artie seems like he's up. Artie, are you out there, Artie? Artie, come here. News Now Whorehouse. I get a feeling I know who that is. Sounds like a Lou Sasso name. So, yeah, Christmas, Saturday. Are we ready? Doofy doesn't even know if he's ready. He gave people money to go buy gifts for him. He's not even sure if it's real. If anybody went for him, Doofy, they pocketed the money and get themselves whatever the fuck they wanted. Just letting you know. Just saying. I got nine. I got 9 in here. Yep. Anybody going away? People do Christmas away. Anybody going away? We're doing a lot of driving Christmas Day. And then I get back for Stevie Wonder, my dog. Yeah, Rookie being blind is becoming a real pain in my ass. I mean, I'm sure it's a bigger pain in the ass for him, but it's becoming a real fucking pain in my ass. He keeps walking into walls. And when he does, it's all the time. The King of Cool. Hey, what's going on? Okay, no, we got another cop here from Canada. You know, you wouldn't be a chance to be a Mountie, would you? You really dig those hats. Oh, God. It's fucking hot in here. So what did you guys get me for Christmas? Don't all answer at once. Do not all answer at once. Joe Sampson said he was in the shower, so he's in the shower naked listening to my show. Nah, well, I was a point above grunt. I actually made detective. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I did it. If I couldn't dazzle them with brilliance, I baffled them with bull, and I got in there. But I had a good time being a grunt. Josh. Hey, Josh, you did a lot of good things this Christmas. You did. All that work you put into everything on the back ends and the back channels and everything, I'm proud of you, son. Gives me hope there's humanity still left in this world. I just hope everything's appreciated in the back end. And you know I threw in that last 50 just to be a dick, right? The number was not even. That just drove me nuts. Yeah. Come on, anybody. Dying here, people. Brandy K. Brandy K, we're here. We're looking for a no drama panel just for you, honey. Just for you. Yes, no, yes, Josh. That's me. OCD was absolutely me. If you wanted to punish me, you came into my house and you moved all my pictures a half inch to the left or the right. Watch me go nuts. Doofy, Brandy said she'd come up if you come up. See? She just said it. Thanks, King. There's another King. All hail the King. Come on, Doofy. Joe Sams, come on. I'm not going to beg much. Ooh, the man, the myth himself, the legend is here. What are you doing?
I see you was looking for people to come up. I figured I'd stop by and say, hey, I'm in the middle of a whole bunch or something myself.
We got brakes?
Change the hub bearing.
Ah, there you go. I was wondering where that was. Those are important.
I figured I'd take me a break for a minute and say, how you doing?
Thank you for stopping by. You know, I hope Christmas in 2 days. I hope you're ready.
Hold on, let me see if I can hit this thing here. Get the comments up. And I can.
Well, we just lost VF, but yes, I think he was in yoga pants or yoga jeans. I have a brandy mouse in my pocket. I have a brandy mouse in my pocket. Doofy is a panel decoration. Yes. Doofy's a dildo in the nightstand drawer with no batteries. With no batteries. That's what he is. Useless. Yeah, huh? I came back up today to see if we could just keep it. I like that one. If this was going to be an ongoing thing, it was a one-shot deal yesterday, and hopefully it was a one-shot deal. I mean, this was a test run, if you will. But 2022, we should have new shows coming on, new exciting stories. I'm going to have some cops up here I used to work with, do some interviews. Talk about the most exciting. No, VF, it's okay. Trust me. It's okay, brother. Do some interviews, talk to some detectives, see what cases they've worked on, what they've been working on, what they can talk about, what they can't talk about, any terrorist threat, shit like that. I plan on going into the new year without recognizing any of the drama that's been going on the past year and just ignoring it to all ends. I am not leaving Judge's show. It's not going to happen. It's just one of those things, and the guy showed me a lot of heart, and I will back anybody who shows me heart, 100%. So, and if that includes going off a cliff with him, I guess I better buy a parachute. So, stick with Judge. Gonna stick with Script Cat, Mr. Mandy. Gonna stick with Karen Kingsley, Jennifer Klein. Pretty much anybody that was a target, I'm gonna, sticking with VF. I'm not wavering from Masshole. I don't comment much. I don't give much money anymore, but I do watch every show. I think I have an infatuation with Kate, but it's okay. Hopefully 2022 will be a better year. Next time, punt the best league of football, the 40-year line, 4th and 10th, the Dutch I will have. Yes, Brandy, the second I see the name, he's gone. Anybody's name that I don't want, I'm gonna start doing the Judge. I learned a valuable lesson off a Canadian, which I don't think anybody has ever said. Well, it's not true because John Garand made the best rifle in the world, and he was Canadian too. The second they pop up on the panel, they're gone. They bounce like a football. Robert Dutch, Money Dutch does a whole man. I think the NYPD is going to check the vaccine status of most people. Robert, we are not. I'm pretty sure we cannot or have the legal right to ask for your vaccine card. I think it's covered under the HIPAA law. Private establishments such as restaurants, bars, and stuff like that, they can because they are privately owned. But in a city street that's public, I don't think we have the right to. I don't think, unless he changes the law, he might cancel New Year's Eve again because of Omicron, what the fuck, Unicron, what the fuck it is, Transformer, Decepticon shit. He may cancel Times Square again. Now, coming from a guy who did Times Square almost every year of his career, it is a fucking blast, and I hate when they don't do it. I think I would hate to go there more as a civilian now than as a cop, because as a cop you are free reign to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can walk anywhere and people are penned up. But I don't think the asshole mayor or the asshole incoming mayor would be stupid enough to have the NYPD on street corners checking cards. Now, he may be stupid enough to go fucking employ doctors to do it, but he's not going to have the cops do it. He may have cops assist doctors where doctors ask you, but I don't see any legal right for him to do that. Like at first, he was all talk. He turned around and said, we're not going to get any, vaccine's not going to be mandatory. It's not going to be mandatory. It's not going to be mandatory. And then he twist and turn, and now they're sending NYPD cops and suspending them for not being vaccinated. It's who's going to pick up the garbage when you suspend all the garbage men? Who's going to stop people from murdering people when you suspend all the cops? Who's going to put out the fires when firemen are all suspended? There are unions across the city line that, listen, some people are assholes. They don't want to get it because the mayor said to get it. I understand that. The mayor is a fucking idiot. And the next incoming mayor is another fucking idiot. But if he didn't push, I bet you everybody would have got it. If he wasn't such a fucking tyrant, everybody would have came in. Omicron's anagram? Moronic. Okay. I believe you. That actually fits. Thumbnail, even if I cancel I bet there'll be a big crowd anyway. Yeah, thumbnail, it'll be thumb state, it'll be cops. Because they'll flood the area with cops, make sure nobody comes into the area. So there'll be a crowd, yeah. There will be a crowd. And you know what? You want to stop the spread of the disease. You want everybody vaccinated and whatnot. You're going to start locking people up on New Year's Eve? You're just going to flood central booking with people that are not vaccinated. You're going to make a main hub, an explosion area, a ground zero for this disease, and like you did at Rikers. I mean, come on. He can't be that stupid, this mayor. He cannot be that fucking stupid. Or can he? Yeah, he can. Sorry, totally taking that back. He can be that stupid. Eric Adams, listen, people got a little hope for him because he was an NYPD captain. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, he was the most hated NYPD captain on the job at the time. Every cop hated him. He has some good ideas, but he's got some bad ideas. Now, I'm not saying the new police commissioner is a bad idea. She may be the Eddie Egan of fucking Nassau County. She may solve the next French Connection. I don't know. But she was a chief of D's, and chief of detectives, and chief of department, commissioner of the department. They all work very differently. Like, she's going to be expecting investigation reports, stuff like that. Regular cops don't do that. That's detectives' job. Detectives is more of a gentleman's job. Unless you worked in organized crime where you ran around the street like a chicken without a head, which is fine for me too. Because organized crime detectives did not fall under the chief of detectives. We fell under the chief of organized crime. But the mayor, I mean, the new incoming mayor's got some good ideas. Well, he's just reinventing the wheel. He wants to bring back plainclothes work. That's fine. Plainclothes work is a big fucking feather on our hat. It works for us, you know. I was a plainclothesman for half my career. He wants to beef up uniform patrols. And I always said uniform patrols should have been beefed up a long time ago. The uniform, just being on a location, provides security. So let's see. I mean, let's see what kind of classes he puts in this year. Like, let's stop with these fucking 300 300 recruit classes. Let's go back to the old 1500. When you graduate a police class, it takes an entire year, and graduate a police class. Graduate a police force from a small department is what they used to do, and just backfill the ranks. Because in the coming years, people retire. I mean, there's 6,000 retirements scheduled before the end of winter. 6,000 guys from 43,000 people cop department. That's a lot of number, and that's all your experience. That's all your experience. That's experienced investigators, experienced street guys. Believe it or not, people, you don't have to be book smart to be a cop. You don't. But you do need, at least need to be book smart or street smart. You got to be some sort of smart. I grew up in Brooklyn. I worked Brooklyn. I didn't want to work anywhere else but Brooklyn because I enjoyed Brooklyn because I knew the streets. I was street smart. I had an education. I have an education. I have 2 college degrees, and I was fine with that. But my college degrees did not help me on the street. The fucking fact that I saw some guy on a fucking street corner fucking dealing drugs as a kid growing up, I knew what to look for when I was working. Let's go. This is about to spank me in a very significant way. At the very least. Well, that's fine. But I guarantee you it's not going to be, it's not going to include cops or retired cops. Because we still have to go through more steps than anybody else does for the carry concealed. But if that happens, I will start wearing my gun belt again outside my clothing. Like not wearing my gun inside my clothing anymore. But I want to see how these constitutional states carry and how it happens and whatnot. Because the first drunken bar fight, when the guys go out to the street and think it's high noon and they start pulling out, May issue will be gone shortly. What May issue? Constitutional carry issue may be gone shortly. We'll see. We will see. I carry every day of my life, so, well, since I became a cop and even since I retired. You also got to remember, I locked up a lot of people. I think the count was over 1,000 something when I left, maybe even 2,000. It's a lot of people to run into being retired. Some of these people are in jail. Most of these people are out of jail because it was over 21 years. Matter of fact, when I was in the mall the other day, I ran into somebody I locked up. He recognized me before I recognized him. Because I'm not looking for these people anymore. I'm not in that same mindset. But I carry for that reason. Just in case in case somebody holds a grudge. Matter of fact, when I saw the guy in the mall, he goes, "Officer," and I'm like, I've been called officer for quite some time, and I looked at him like, didn't I? He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, bro, it's all business, right? It's all in the game. And he goes, "Let's hug it out." We fucking hugged in the middle of the mall. It was pretty fucking funny. He did his time upstate, so he had some major time. So he came back because his wife and kids. And maybe I turned that guy's life around. Maybe it worked out for the best for him, which I hope it did. But the outgoing mayor and the incoming mayor, there's going to be a lot of, yeah. Hopefully I'm not here much longer. I really want to leave New York because of the politics, but I don't want to leave the place I call home. Try to figure that one out. Because this is all I know is home. Still nobody? Throwing pearls at you people. No, I'm not. I'm throwing shit. I'll throw the link back up there again. Nobody jumps on in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to start my day and go to the mall and go to the uniform store, pick up 3 t-shirts, go to Walgreens, pick up 2 money orders. And my Christmas starts today after that. After everything's said and done, I'm done. Oh, I got a little PetSmart to the dog's gifts. But what do you get a blind dog for Christmas? I understand exactly what you mean. I feel so. To get rid of constitutional carry, I have a problem because I got one on my desk at all times. I'm not carrying it, but it's just sitting here. Hey, Raz, I did a video the other day and I used the driver's license from the Blues Brothers. I actually got the one with the Wrigley Field address on it. I used that. Everybody got it. Everybody got it right away. But you know what? Go back to Robert Selva. He has the Department of Health going out doing enforcement. They are going to restaurants and spot checking people's vaccination cards. Then there's a cop bar out here called Big Nose Kate's. I love the place. Great steak. Good time. Hey, Judge, feel free to come up. Biatch. The health inspector did not have his card, so she would have let him into the fucking. She would let him into the restaurant because he didn't have a fucking card. No, I have not been following the Potter trial, Brandy. I haven't even been watching a lot of cop dramas. I think the last time I saw Blue Bloods, I was on the job. I'm just trying to avoid everything with NYPD because I miss it. I miss my friends. I miss my partner. I miss everybody. So it's, yeah. Joshua Lee G'day. Oh. Sorry, Judge. I'm getting used to reading every comment so I don't have another incident that happened yesterday. Was anything personal towards you? No, that's delicious. Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny. So the health inspector went to so they wouldn't let him in the bar because he had no card. And he goes, the bar's closed. So the matron turned around and was like, oh, sorry, guys, sorry, the bar is closed. The health inspector's closing this down. The owner walks up to the door, closes the door, locks it. He goes, the bar's closed. The bar kept serving him inside, and the guy couldn't get in. It was pretty funny. I think it made the paper out here, the Staten Island Advance. So, yeah. You're going to go to a bar full of cops and check. Yeah, you're an asshole. You're just a fucking dick at that point. Probably someone with no power in their life, got a ticket the day before, and wanted to go go seek retribution. Michael Bowman. Thank you, Michael. Michael, I do get your message. I try to get back to you, but this is a very ongoing thing in my life right now. So I don't get back to you the way I used to, but I'm glad you're here. Vlad. Hello, Vlad. How you been? You bouncing around like a ping pong ball lately. One side. But I'm glad you're giving everybody a fair shake. I really am. I don't think 380 is enough. I've seen people shot wearing a thick winter jacket that a 380 did not penetrate. Go back to bed, Judge. You're trying to get over COVID or whatever the fuck you got, the Ebola virus or beriberi or the tsetse fly disease. I carry 9mm 126 grain. Happy holidays, Vlad. Which I'm pretty sure will go through. I don't have the disease. Well, that's good to know. That is really good to know. We don't make a full recovery. But I've seen guys wearing a thick Carhartt jacket, shot with a 380, and the brown never penetrated the fucking canvas. 9mm 126 grain federal gold dot. Yes, that's a good round to carry. I got my 45, but I always carry my revolver in the winter because it's 38. It's not going to jam. It's always going to work. Or I carry my 38 Super Daytonics, which is a 38 Super, exactly what it says in the name, in the summer for my semi-automatic wear, because it's the same punch a 38 has. But the biggest round I'll carry in New York City would be my 45 Long Colt. Just enough to penetrate, not quite enough round to go through. Remember, because I want to eliminate the target in front of me, not the target in the person behind him or the person behind them. Just your sight picture. You got to remember your sight picture. You want to hurt the guy who's trying to hurt you. You don't want to hurt anybody else. Jabberwacky? My new term for all the shots is Jabberwacky. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wasn't that the thing from Muppets? Jabberwocky? Oh, you're such a dick. You're a dick, Judge. Are you going on tonight? Unclean Hands is here. Oh, Stranger just walked in. Hello, Stranger. Hello, Unclean Hands. Always a privilege to have you here. I carry my squirt gun everywhere I go. You kind of have to, Vlad. It's attached between your legs, so it'll just be there. Mike, yes. This is just a bullshit panel. Sup, Stranger, Unclean. I went on yesterday. I wanted to see if I'd have a repeat performance by somebody, and it seems like I'm not going to, which I'm happy about because it's Christmas and it's time to say I love you. Carla Marie. Hi, Carla. I called you yesterday. You didn't answer, and nor did you call me back. I'm going to have to start looking for somebody else, Carla. I'm going to need somebody. I need a little love touch, and you're not loving me enough. 45 long, good round. Yeah, that's what I got. It's the old cowboy round. I got a rifle that shoots that too. I happen to really like that round. It's like a piece of chapstick. I mean, it really is like a stick of chapstick. It's hard to come by in the New York City area, but in Pennsylvania, you find them everywhere. I'm sorry, too, Carla. I'm probably going to put you on my roof. There's a lot of good people in here. I'm glad I got rid of all the riffraff like Doofy. We got rid of Doofy, we should be fine. And Judge and Executioner, he's still here. I thought he left. Karen Kingsley's a shooter. Oh my God, she's a real shooter. She's a Single Action Society. Karen, I belong to the society. I got my single. See? I do it too. We have something in common. You join this gun club, Single Action Shooting Society, and they give you a little badge. You get to pick a little cowboy name. And you compete against each other with drawing, cocking, and firing. When I turned around, Raz, and I was going to go become a Pennsylvania cop out in the boondocks into the sticks, I had to go to a Pennsylvania cop. I'm like, how do you guys make a gun collar in Pennsylvania? Because everybody carries. And I was given some guidelines, and they made sense. No holster. The guy just pulling a gun out of his pants is probably illegal. If the gun is not carrying its capacity to add, like the 16-round magazine, you only got 4 in there. Gun's probably illegal. And the ammo. The ammo's not the same. The gun's probably illegal. So it made a lot of sense. He's like, why? How do you do it in New York? I'm like, anybody that's a civilian carrying a gun, it's a gun collar. We're arresting them. It just made it so much easier. There was no gray area. Hey, Amber. Amber's here. Amber. But the other rules that he told me made sense because anybody who carries a gun, who's a gun owner, who legitimately has a holster, anybody who carries a gun has enough money to buy ammo, so they carry a full capacity magazine. And everybody who buys ammo buys the same grade ammo because you don't want to be shooting different grains. And the magazine's probably all the same ammo in the magazine, so it made sense. It made sense to me because I'm a shooter. I'm not sure if it makes sense to a rookie coming out of the academy. A gun in the waistband only works in. I've tried many, many, many times to put the gun in the waistband, and it just slides down my pants. But they had the Jamaican holster, which is actually you're making a holster. Jamaican, like Jamaican, not actual, whatever place you came from. It's a wire hanger with a hook in it. You put it down your pants, and then you take the other hook that you put on the bottom and went in the barrel of the gun and hold the gun there. So if you caught somebody with a Jamaican holster, you knew the gun was illegal. Michael, I think we all love Unclean Hands videos. I just like the sound of his voice. If you want to go to sleep to Judge, if you want to go to sleep to a voice, that's the voice to go to sleep at. Sleep to. Let's get that whole Sam Elliott thing going on. Had a store called Guns and Leather, Old West Clothing, 1980s. I ordered my shit offline. I've done a couple competitions, Carol. I wasn't that fast. I was fast enough, but I was always the last shot out of the holster. I went and got the leather holster, the low drag. I shoot a Ruger Vaquero 38, shoot 38 to 57 out of it. Then I got an Italian gun, half the weight, 45 long Colt. I was rocking with that thing. Still not fast enough. Judge has got the Ebola virus. He doesn't have COVID. He's got Ebola. Who is Carol? Would you see a Carol, Karen? Oh, did I say Carol? I'm sorry. I said Carol. EMF, Carol EMF. If there's a Carol in here, please stand up. Who's Carol? Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't have Ebola. He doesn't have COVID, but he does have herpes. Now, Amber, I'm going to finish it up when I get off this thing. Going to Walgreens and the sweatshirt store to get NYPD sweatshirts for some people, and that is it. Oh, I'm getting an NYPD thong for Doofy. He's getting one of those. By all means. Doofy, you still in here? Doofy? Doofy? No. I'm sorry, Karen. No. Yeah, Mike. I mistake you for Brad Pitt every time I see you, Mike. I'm sorry. You guys just get those things in common. Doofy was here. Doofy not here no more. Yeah, Doofy dived face down straight from the ugly tree. Festivus for the rest of us. I just want to end the year on a good note. Herpes is the gift that keeps on giving, Vlad. It is the gift that keeps on giving. So I was talking to somebody last night. They were walking into Walmart. I was making so much fun of them. Who the fuck was I talking to? Oh, Joey Sam's. Joey's walking to Walmart. Yeah, I got Christmas with the boys this year. We're going to sit around all day in our pajamas and watch Christmas movies, and I'll take Rookie outside in the backyard 15 times because I'm his seeing eye person. Florida IG's been trying to give me this Halo fucking helmet for him so he doesn't walk into walls, but all you hear in the middle of the night is when he's walking around the house going into walls. Doofy, he walked to Walmart and picked up by the Vice Squad on the corner for turning tricks. That's probably what happened. Obviously, I'm not talking like I have marbles in my mouth today because somebody said that. Hey, Unclean, we're going to see a video from you again. Are you done for the year, or are you going to put out something more before you leave? You should do a Christmas special. I was working my Christmas special, but people kind of sucked the love out of that. To get the parking lot run. He charges 30 cents per stroke. Karen, you want to go meet on the street? High noon? You're a shooter. I'm a shooter. Have fun, sweetheart. You doing a video before the end of the year, Unclean? Merry Christmas, Karen. Mike, I got a discount. It was only 60. Mm-mm. Well, Brandy, I did not tell her I was going on. I did not go out of my way to invite her. But I love Rogue. You know, you guys know my relationship with Rogue. I love her, and I back her 100%. But yesterday with me and whoever came on, I went in for the kill, and maybe I did a little bit too prematurely. I'm not sure. I did get a lot of compliments the way I shut it down real quick and brought the fight to him. But Rogue is not here right now. She's probably sleeping. Hopefully. She does not sleep enough. At all. There were a lot of panels going on last night. Reaper had a panel going on. Other people had panels going on. I went to bed. Year-to-date stats for... Oh, let's do that. What do you got? Year-to-date stats for Chicago shootings. 784 people killed. Every freaking year shot and wounded 3,663. Total shot 4,447. That's wartime kind of stats. Total homicides 833. Raz, that is, if that doesn't qualify you guys as being Chirac, I don't know what doesn't. That's out of control. Out of fucking control. As to date this year, so far, we've had 473 police officers killed in the line of duty. 60 of them done due to gunfire. We're up 22% from last year. 50 of them before auto-related. We're up 26% from last year. And 355 from other. We're up 100% from last year. And listen, the other way you can look at it this way. They're counting COVID cases in here too. But, yeah, the shooting ones is just way too high. Just fucking insane. Every time I turn around, there's a New York cop getting shot. And these are just the line of deaths. This is not how many people actually got shot. Cops actually got shot across the United States. Because I think in New York we had like 10 this year who shot in the line of duty. Well, they didn't die. It doesn't matter. A cop is still getting shot. This guy's out there to protect your freedoms, protect your property, protect your right to be happy, and he's getting shot. Doesn't matter if he died or not. The fucking audacity that somebody has to pull a weapon out and fucking shoot the guy is insane. And I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for this right now because I should have said something about EMTs getting hurt in the line of duty because she was in the audience and I know she's an EMT. Brandy K, I am sorry I didn't say anything about the EMTs.
Oh, I wasn't messing about it. We had a line of duty death here yesterday, but it wasn't gunfire. It was 1050.
What was it, a car accident?
Yeah, officer was stopped on the side of Interstate 85, I believe it was, right outside of Charlotte. And a semi plowed into her and another cruiser, and another semi hit the one that hit the cops.
Her name was Mia Goodman, police officer.
She was 33 years old, left behind a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
So far, she's the last line of duty death so far this year.
Yep.
Cute girl.
Firefighter. She's very beautiful.
Yep. I'm surprised this app is so current. It's not funny.
I don't understand. They had been out there a while. There was plenty of lights and noise, so to say. I just don't understand.
Did you ever hear Moth to a Flame?
I know.
When
Trust
the
me.
police lights go on, you become the biggest target in the world.
I've had my coat blown up one too many times. by
Many
standing there until they come flying by.
many a car stop that I walk, and I was walking that line, and you feel the car pass you on the open lane, and you feel your body
Yep.
move away from the wind. It's like, why am I stopping this guy on the highway? And highway guys, that's their bread and butter. That's all they do all day is highway stops.
That. Fuck that. I mean, we try to use engines and everything else as extra blocking because, I mean, it's much better to hit an engine first and then come into the scene than to just plow through all the small cars and then come into the scene. But still, it's a scary thing to be out there and know that you're that close, that your shirt to your coattail just got blown up and you got sucked away from where you were standing because people just have no regard for what we're doing on the side of the road.
No, FDNY out here they shut down the entire highway till the cops get there, so they can start directing traffic. And I said to the fireman one time, like, you shut down the entire highway. He's like, yeah, so nobody can pass us. I'm like, the cop can't get here if you shut down the entire fucking highway.
Exactly, because people start using the shoulders and start trying to go down the shoulders and find the next exit, and it makes a big old mess. Ours, we tend to shut down the next lane over. So if
Yeah.
they're in 2 lanes, then we'll shut down that third and just leave one open if we can. But we don't shut down the entire thing unless it's just too dangerous. But even then, like I say, you stop other help from getting in. But usually once we stop it, we can turn around, we can send them head first down into us from the next exit up.
Yeah, well, New York is like, it's the FDNY. Who's going to tell them no? And that's what they say. Well, I'm like, you're shutting down the entire highway. You can't do that. Who's going to tell us no? You know what? You're right. I'm not. You got to clean up this message. You do whatever the hell you need to do. Raz, we were up 29% from last year's numbers. Almost 30% of going for a whole number. We'll go for 30. That's how much we've increased year after year after year with line of duty deaths. It's insane. Now, keep in mind that most of this was COVID this year. So if cops were dying, if EMTs were dying, and firemen were dying, bad guys were dying too from COVID. So it was the equalizer out there.
It was just, and then we were put so low on the totem pole of the list of people that could get the shot once it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Here we were like the 3rd tier. So like everybody else was getting it except the ones of us that were actually dealing with these people. We couldn't get the shot for the longest time.
Raz, I see what you're saying, but as much as somebody's going to obey the law, somebody's going to break it too. Nobody wants guns. I mean, 21 years, I didn't want to shoot anybody because I worked at a predominantly African-American neighborhood, so any shooting out, even if there was videotape and it was good, this is New York City, somebody would have played the racial aspect of it, so I never, ever wanted to get into a shooting or be shot again because it fucking hurts, I can tell you that much. My car chases, I've been in plenty of car chases. I did not see the car chase yesterday. Why don't they line the cars up in front? Because somebody always overtakes them. It's an insurance reason, Mike. Like in New York City, we have no vehicle pursuit policy. You're not allowed to get into a vehicle pursuit. And if you do get into a vehicle pursuit, the city insurance does not cover you, so you're on your own. So when you get into a vehicle pursuit, you get on the radio. Hey, Central, I'm following a car. What is your speed? 30 miles an hour. That's not a vehicle pursuit. Hey, Central, I'm following a car, Brown Impala, heading northbound on Bedford Avenue, New York license plate, and give it the plate and everything. What's your speed? I'm doing about 60. I'm doing about 60 miles an hour, and then Central would come over like, it's school dismissal. Yes, Central. I know it's school dismissal. I'm chasing the car. He's dictating the speed, and then the supervisor of communication would say, terminate pursuit immediately, and you'd have to stop because anything that happens from that point on, when he says terminate, is on you. I personally, I've got hundreds and hundreds of vehicle pursuits under my belt. When I went for the radio, I get so excited. I always threw the radio in the back seat, so I could never tell Central I was in a vehicle pursuit. Happened all the time. So she couldn't tell me to stop.
Speaking of pursuits, did you see the one that was in Charlotte? I mean, not Charlotte. California. I can't remember. Garden Grove or Garden City. Maybe this week, just a couple days ago. But cops were chasing somebody that had stolen a fire truck and was driving the fire truck through the city. And you know how they stopped the fire truck?
How?
A homeless man walked in front of it and stopped it. A homeless man walked in the road and refused to move, so the fire truck had to stop.
They stole a
That
school
was
bus here
how-
last week.
We had one that stole a school bus here probably about a month ago. And when I
But a
was
fire
20
truck, that's something new. You stole a fire truck? What do you,
He
out of your
stole
mind?
a fire truck. And look, the most amazing part of it was the homeless man. The news interviewed the homeless man right afterwards. He's like, it was just the right thing to do. I didn't want to see the guy get hurt. I didn't want to see the guy get killed. But this guy just stepped out in front of a fire truck to stop it. He was a homeless Marine vet that stopped this fire truck that they were in pursuit of.
Anybody watching the show who'll be watching the show later on replay, do not stand in front of a parked vehicle while they're just running away. This man thought it was the right thing to do. I can advise you that it is not the right thing to do. You will get hurt, but I give this guy all the credit in the world for doing it. Yes, I do.
Exactly.
But I don't want to see anybody hurt.
I could just step out in front of a fire, any moving vehicle, but a fire truck at that.
My partner did it to a motorcycle. You know what happened? The motorcycle ran him over. I
Why
followed
am I
a
not
motorcycle
fine?
between the line of parked cars and the police car, and I pulled him real close. My partner got in. He was going to plug the extra space with his body, and the bike ran him over. You're such an idiot. He's like, go chase him. I'm like, no, you're going to the hospital, you idiot.
I had one several months back where the guy the car hit a pedestrian, and his all you saw was the dude's feet hanging in the air out through the top of the windshield, and his pants were stuck. So from the inside of the car, he was pantsless, and on the outside, all you saw was the knees down with his feet out in the air and his pants up.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
know how
Christine,
that
Dutch Room is
happened.
here.
Christine, come talk.
Chris, I love Christine. Hey, let me ask you a question, Brandy. You ever take an emotionally disturbed person to the hospital with the police?
A what?
An emotionally disturbed
Emotionally
person?
disturbed? No, honestly, we send them via police. There's nothing medically wrong. They're just emotionally screwed.
In New York, the
police
bus,
take them.
the ambulance takes them every time, and the police car, the partner would ride in the bus with the ambulance with the aided case, and the partner would drive the car back. And I used to always make it a point to go to, we call them EDPs in New York, EDP jobs, and always send the rookie in the bus with DDP. Because I just thought it was funny. Like, you don't know how to do this kid anyway. You got to learn how to handle EDPs and talk to them, make them sound like they're sane and you're crazy and you agree with everything they say. So the time alone with this guy will actually do you good. It will serve you in your career. So we're driving, and I remember I was breaking my partner in, and he's in the ambulance with the emotionally disturbed person. I'm following in the police car, so I have a seat in the back of the ambulance if they need help or anything. And then I must have lit the latest cigarette or something like that, because by the time I look back up, the ambulance was shaking back and forth, and they're going to war in the back of the ambulance. So I throw the lights over. I'm getting on the PA system, telling the ambulance driver to pull over, and he speeds up. I'm chasing the ambulance now. I'm like, why is he why is he running? Why is it? He better have a good reason for this. So I thought the crazy person took over, not crazy, the emotionally disturbed person took over the ambulance and was hijacking my partner and the two EMTs. It turned out the EMT panicked, and he was 3 blocks away from the hospital. And if he turned the lights on and hit the gas, he can get to the psych ward before I could render aid. So I'm chasing his ambulance all the way up to the psych ward, and the doors open up, and there's literally something must have opened in back of the ambulance, because there's iodine everywhere. The windows, it looked like somebody got shot, like that dark red color. And I'm like, what the fuck? My partner's like, you said talk nice to him. I was talking nice to him. Like, what did you say to him? I asked when his birthday was, and I'm like, you don't look any worse for your age. And I'm like, bro, really? So I grabbed the ambulance driver, and I had him by his collar, and I had him against the ambulance. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? I just wanted them out of the car. I just wanted them out of the truck. I wanted them out of, I was 3 blocks away. I thought I could make 3 blocks. I'm like, you're an idiot. You had 2 people's lives in the back of this thing going off right now. And you have a handgun in there because the cop brought the gun in. I just panicked. I'm like, how long do you have on the job? It's my first day. I'm like, oh, you're driving the ambulance? This is your first day? You should be back here riding with this guy. Well, I failed out of the New York City Police Academy. I'm like, we fail people? I don't know. I thought everybody got through.
We quit doing so many of the transfers like that when I had, we had one, this was years back, we had one, and I asked for them to search him before I put him in the truck and took him to the hospital. Well, allegedly he was searched, and then when we got him at the hospital and they were getting him naked and putting him in his gown and shit, found a little tiny, like 38 in the bottom of his boot. And he had supposedly been searched.
I used to find guys with guns in their butts constantly.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute now. I was just in the back of the truck with that guy for like 15 minutes. He was not happy with me at all. And I asked you to search him before we put him on there. I didn't have him handcuffed to the thing because I didn't have anybody riding with me. So it was a restraint thing too. But I said, at least search him before I take him. And I trusted that they had searched him. And yeah, I had the guy pissed off in the back of the truck, and he had a damn gun right there in his boot.
We are all human. We're all capable of making mistakes. It happens, but should be taken like that and let go lightly? No, absolutely not. Should the guy get a punishment and re-lesson how to search people? Absolutely. Should he be embarrassed in front of roll call? Absolutely. It'll never happen again after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't blame him, but I mean, I was mad because if you think about it, in a way, we're sitting ducks back there.
Yeah,
we have
absolutely.
nothing to defend ourselves with.
That's why New York would put the extra cop in the back of the car, in the back of the ambulance with you.
Yeah. See, we have had we went from a 7% vacancy this time last year to almost a 20% vacancy with the police department. So like they're stretched as thin as they can stretch. Like our chief is riding patrol because they're just stretched that thin, and we don't have enough EMS to be able to do that to get extra on the calls. I'm riding a supervisor more now than I'm riding as just a truck medic.
Well, in New York, it's kind of weird because the police department responds to every call. We respond to your calls. We respond to the fire department's calls, and we respond to our own calls. So we run the gambit right there. The wheel spins, and whoever job comes up anywhere. So the radio's never dead. We go to all aided calls, all medical emergency calls, all fire calls, all trapped elevator calls. I get to trap the elevator as a patrolman. I can't do fucking anything. I don't have the elevator key. I don't have a ladder. I'm not authorized to open up the elevator and go slide down the cable, which I'm not going to do anyway. Yeah, when the guy gets back here from Otis, we'll get you out, but make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
So we're always down. The police department, and now I heard we're going into like a 40% shortage of detectives. They're taking detectives and putting them on patrol, so we're down 40%. There are no crimes. If you got murdered, good luck. You might get solved 3 years from now, maybe early 3 years from now.
Bonkers. People are leaving because of pay. People are leaving because of just general society right now. It's
society. You're right. It is society and the leaders. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I would have left if I didn't. I would have had 25 on by now. I would have left now, but I'm not sure I would have made it after 21 because I was there when the change started.
Yeah, it was the same way with my dad by the time he had retired, and by the time he had retired, actually, we were starting to beg him to just come on out. The climate with the police force was getting too bad at that time. I mean, it's much worse now than what it was when we convinced him to retire.
Oh, this is fucking New York in the 1980s. You're absolutely right. This is the 1980s alone. We're talking Highlander, the movies. Like, it's going on now. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. It's just bonkers, but people don't understand that if they don't put the damn uniform on and go out there and do it every day.
Well, they don't understand it because they forgot about the old days. Now, listen, most of them in New York. New York is a transient city. It's like Vegas. People come here, they try to make it here. They can't make it here, they leave. But people come here from other places because if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Right.
Yep.
So people transient here, not transsexual, whatever. Don't turn that into something it's not supposed to be, people. So cops shouldn't be doing that. Well, we're doing it for a reason because we learned from the 1980s. And from the 1980s, we learned from the 1970s. And from the 1970s, we learned from the 1960s. There are things done for a fucking reason. Now, you want less cops on the street? Good luck.
Right.
When Times Square turns into hookers, porn stores, prostitutes, people getting raped in broad daylight, remember you wanted this. I remember growing up in New York in the 80s, in the 90s, and seeing the city change from something terrible to something great. In 2000, we were all, up to the Trade Center, we were awesome. And even after the Trade Center didn't rock the spirit of the city, we were still good. Lowest crime rates. Now they tell you it's the lowest crime rates in New York City. They are fucking lying. They are lying out of their asses. Because I read the paper every day. I put it in my Facebook, like what crimes are committed, how many people have been shot or whatnot. Road rage is turned into a thing again. People get into an argument because somebody got cut off, and they get out of their car and they pull out handguns and they start shooting each other over road rage. Are you serious?
Well, that's like that idiot in, what was it, Ferguson or wherever damn George Floyd was killed. When they wanted
Ferguson. Not Ferguson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ferguson, yeah. They were wanting the less policing and, police reform and let's take them away. And when they took them away, what happened? The mayor and one of the little city council was like, oh no. They ended up bringing them back. They're, why are you not dealing with this crime or that crime or this or that? Well, you took them away. What did you expect? And when they started taking them away, they had so many that quit. What do you expect? But now they're kissing ass and wanting them back. Like, didn't we tell you to begin with? That was not what you wanted. Taking it away was not going to be what you wanted.
I was still in the department where we had the Floyd protest in New York City, and it was one thing after another with them. Like, I didn't do it. I didn't shoot him. I didn't punch him. I didn't do it. Everybody takes that on you. Now, policing, being a cop is not a race. We all know that. It's culture. It's your employment. We like to consider ourselves brothers and sisters. We do. It's our thing, especially with firemen and EMTs. Firemen come to our funerals. We go to firemen's funerals. They do EMTs, like the poor EMT that got shot up in the Bronx. We all went to her funeral as cops, and we all look out for each other, city services and whatnot. But when you're beating the shit out of me just because I wore a blue uniform and a badge and carried a gun, you kind of make it a hate crime. Sorry. So you don't know me, but you're beating me up because I have a badge. You're making it a hate crime. Sorry.
They make that generalization. You're one of them. One of who? What?
Who?
I mean, just because that person does bad, we all do bad? What? I mean, I don't understand the whole you're one of them. One of them what? One of them who? One of them, I do my job?
Ras, I agree with you 100%. We should concentrate on robberies, rapes, and murders, but it has been proven over and over again that the broken windows theory does work. You improve the quality of life in the neighborhood, it raises the neighborhood up. Crimes like that go down. There are specialized units that do deal with those. There are specific specialized units. We have the SVU who deals with rape. We have central robbery that deals with robbery. We have a homicide unit that deals just with homicides. Let those guys do what they do. And I worked in organized crime. I operated on warrants constantly. Two buys and a boom. You bought drugs twice. Go to confidential informant. You get a warrant from the judge. Legal requirements. We're hitting your door at 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is the last space you want to see at 5 o'clock in the morning. Even I scared the shit out of the dog when he wakes up. Yeah. It's just the way the law, unless the law is written a different way, they make punishment worse for smaller crimes. There'll be less crimes out there. I'm not talking to kids' first offense, smoking weed. Listen, I woke up to a kid, but just was a patrolman. Hey, kid, you can't be smoking weed on the corner. Do me a favor. Take you and your friends and take a walk. Bounce. Hey, and he'd be like, fuck you. What? Fuck you. I ain't leaving. This is a free country. I'm like, remember that criminal charge I just gave you a blessing on? I told you to blow and get out of here? Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're going to go in. There's got to be respect that goes both ways. If you're not going to respect the Officer Krupke on your block, who you see every day, who your grandmother likes or whatnot, I want to go back to the times where a cop brought you home by your ear to your parents' house, and you knew as a cop, turning him over to his mother, he was going to get worse of a beating, worse of a punishment than he would ever got from a judge.
But see, that's the thing, though. That style of parenting does not exist in most families anymore.
We used to get phone call. We used to get radio runs all the time. Child states his mother is beating him. I used to go to the radio constantly. Central, that's called discipline. Leave it alone. Mark the job non-criminal. Just a mother disciplining her son. But you're right. You're absolutely right.
Parents do not parent like that. Back when I was growing up, I got my ass busted for shit that kids do nowadays that they don't get nothing for.
Hold on, Brandy. Artie, he worships my ass. He doesn't respect my ass. He worships it. Go ahead, Brandy.
Oh, I didn't have anything to follow. I'm just saying the parenting now is not what it was then, and yeah, it's not going to work. When they're not taught respect,
you're 100% right. The attitude starts at home. You're 100%. You can't be more than 100%. I mean, you're 1,000,000% right at that point because it all starts at home. I came from a law enforcement family. My father, my grandfather, my two brothers were all cops. We all different departments were all cops. But a cop still walks up to the car and license plate. Here you go, officer. Keep my hands on my steering wheel, and
Yeah.
Something wrong? I'm carrying a firearm. I don't volunteer. I'm carrying a firearm. If you ask, I'm carrying a firearm. Retired cop. Oh, where'd you work? New York City. And I go up to Pennsylvania a lot, so the guy's like, yeah, New York City. I'm like, can you hear the words coming out of my mouth the way I talk? I got my ID in my back pocket. I'm going to get my IDs, but it's near my gun. If you can bear with me a second. The cop's usually nice. Yep. So last Christmas, I drove up to Pennsylvania, and I get pulled over by a state trooper. And the state trooper sees the license plates, and he thinks, bingo, it's a New York plate. I can write them 10 different ways for Sunday. And the guy walks up to the car, and he looks at me, and he goes, you're a cop, aren't you? I'm like, I'm retired from the job. And he goes, okay. And he starts laughing. I'm like, what? And he's like, nah, enjoy your holiday. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I knew I was wrong. I'm like, what? He goes, there's no way this piece of shit truck's doing 110 miles an hour. I'm like, was I really going that fast? He's like, no, my gun's got to be recalibrated. I'm definitely wrong here. But the guy was hysterical. I mean, he made fun of me a little bit. I got laughing. I said Merry Christmas to him, and we went all our way.
Right. People don't understand that. And I thought it was funny. I read that somewhere in some, I don't remember where it was, but someone was saying that needs to be a class before you graduate high school now, is how to deal with public safety, public servants, policemen, firemen, whatnot, to end up safe.
Oh, you're totally right. You were totally, like the mayor gave classes to his son on how to deal with the police officer, do exactly what they say, comply so you don't get shot and stuff like that. Parents should have a sit down. These people, the authority out there, they can put you in jail. Like nobody's scared to go to jail anymore.
No, because so many
like
people are just left to go to run anyway. Just stupid. So many
Merry Christmas, Artie.
On the wrist.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Oh, me. Well, I'm getting ready to go and get one last thing I remembered I need for a Christmas gift.
I got 2 T-shirts and 2 gift cards I got to pick up. 2 turntables and a microphone. Justin Pulliam went to jail? Or did he go to jail and pick somebody up?
No, he was in it himself a couple days ago.
Thank fucking God. I hate that guy. That redheaded fucking, yeah. What does Kate call him? Yeah. The ginger lesbian?
No,
hi, Miss Mandy.
He finally got got. So.
What did they get him for? Discon?
I don't remember what the hell they got him for. It's in Masshole.
No. You're going to go, and I'm going to finish my Christmas shopping. Who the hell is Mudja Zinga Young over here? I'm sorry who you are. You're gone now.
Yeah.
I got bot porn.
Alrighty, I'm sure I'll catch you at some point again today.
Judge is on tonight, so be sure you show up to that.
I will.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Shh, Mandy, it's a surprise. It's going to be a Christmas gift. Just pull it out. Justin Pulliam. Oh, fucking Pulliam's fucking... Yeah, well... Yeah, well... Today I will truly finish my Christmas shopping. Truly I will. I know I keep saying that. Uncle Artie's cat. Well, what'd you say? Yes, he gets a wrench. Brandy K does not have a wrench yet. I'm giving wrenches out for Christmas, people. You may not get them today, but you might get them by Christmas Day. Ooh. Mike, I just removed you as a moderator by accident. Already has a wrench, Doofy. But now you don't. Oh, fucking funny. Yo, ending already? Yo, yeah, it's been an hour and 15 minutes, Christine. It's a short panel in the morning. I just wanted to see if people are going to jump back up here. Who's the Doofy? No pineapple goes on a pizza, Doofy. Never, ever does pineapple ever go on a pizza. That's just not Brooklyn. But anyway, folks, I'll see you later tonight on the judges panel. Hopefully it'll be a good time. He's got some things he's got planned, some housekeeping rules he wants to put into effect. You and your shortness. Well, as long as I come first, I win, right? Second is a race. Whoever comes first wins. That was a joke always. Folks, but I'm Dutch Doll. These are my discussions. Thanks for attending this morning. Nope, no pineapple on pizza, right, Carla Marie? She is not even from the Northeast area, and she goes, no pineapple on pizza. Yes. Mike, talk to you later. Miss Mandy, Doofy. Who else is in here? Unclean Hands, Uncle Artie. I love you and your fucking big sloppy ass, I meant. Christine, Ben Hold'em. Yep. Checking my list and checking it twice here for you guys. Naughty. Amber, very naughty. Amber's naughty, really naughty. But, yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Yeah.